Hey friends, it's Tanisha here from Chaistruck. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you're doing really great. So, if you've ever had anything chai related, whether it's a latte, chocolate, cookies, desserts, whatnot to you, chances are you've probably had cardamom. So today, in light of that, we are going to make a delicious, wholesome cup of cardamom chai, which will be super quick, but also perfect for all seasons. So without further ado, let's get started. For 1 cup of chai, we need 2/3 cup of water, 1 teaspoon of loose leaf black tea, 2 pods of green cardamom, sugar to taste, and 1/2 cup of milk. Now that we have all our ingredients, let's get brewing. Alright, so to get started, we are just going to pour our water out in the saucepan and we're going to turn on the heat. So when you went and got your cardamoms, you might have noticed that there are 2 types. So there are these tiny green ones, I don't know if you can see, and then there are these black ones which are a little bit larger and have a harder shell. So the green cardamoms are referred to as the true cardamoms, and they are sweeter in flavor, whereas the black cardamoms, these guys have a bolder, smokier flavor. So they're used for curries and spicy foods, whereas our green cardamoms are used for chai and desserts. So while we wait for the water to boil, let's just go ahead and pop open these pods. You can honestly use a mortar pestle for this, but just to show it and do it with you, I'm just using my fingers, so I just go to the tip of it and pop it open. We just want to make sure that the seeds in the cardamom are all exposed, because that's how we're going to get the flavor. So while we wait for the cardamom to boil, I have a quick riddle for you. What is the similarity between Cardi B and cardamom? The answer is that they're both queens. And I'm not making that up. Cardi B, as we know, is the rap queen, but cardamom is called the queen of all spices. Yes, there's literally a whole hierarchy of spices that I didn't know about. And if cardamom is the queen of all spices, what do you think is the king of all spices? Maybe I'll tell you at the end of this video. Give you some time to think. So now that the cardamom has been boiling for about 1.5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 teaspoon of loose leaf black tea in this. Now we're going to boil this for another 2 minutes. So yeah, cardamom is the queen of all spices. It's actually the 3rd most expensive spice in the world, and its use has been documented in history of ancient Iraq and India. Its benefits are numerous, and it's great for oral health, boosts your immunity, kidney function, heart health, and the list just goes on. Today, though, Guatemala is the largest producer of cardamoms in the world, with India and Sri Lanka being the 2nd and the 3rd producers. And the cardamoms that I'm using for this chai, this was gifted to us by my mom's real close friend, who got them for us from Kerala, which is a southern state of India. And these cardamoms are so plump. Now that our Cardi tea decoction has been boiling for 2 minutes, we are ready to add in our milk. Liquid gold right there. So I'm gonna, once this chai starts to boil, I'll boil it for another 2 minutes. But while I wait, I'm just gonna go ahead and aerate it. So you might have noticed in my other videos, I use 1/3 cup of milk, but today I'm using 1/2 cup of milk because I like my cardamom chai to be really thick and milky. So once again, it all comes down to personal preference. Alright, now that our chai is boiling, I'm going to give it a couple of big boils, which means I bring it to the rim and then I pick up the saucepan. Or if you're using a fire stove, you can just put the heat down. It doesn't really work well with electric heat. All right, now that our chai is nicely simmered, we've given it some nice big boils. Let's turn off the stove and let's add in our sugar. Since cardamom is a sweet spice naturally, you can get away with lesser sugar. But I usually just like 1 teaspoon. You can probably get away with like a half, or if you like it more, you can add more. Right, so here we have a royal cup of cardamom chai, which smells absolutely divine. So if cardamom is the queen of spices, did you guys guess what the king was? Well, the answer is it's black pepper. Yep, there is literally a hierarchy of spices. You didn't believe me, but you can look it up. So black pepper was the first thing that was one of the first spices that was traded between India and Europe. Anyways, I'd like to ask you, according to you, who should be the queen and the king of spices? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with your royal friends and family. Until next time, it's a bye with a chai.